My aunt said I was too young to know the truth about our family. But when Grandpa asked, "Have you ever had a family member try to rewrite your entire life story right in front of you, with a lie so audacious it could shatter everything you believed? What if that lie was exposed at Thanksgiving dinner by the quietest man in the room, making a villain out of someone you thought you knew? It was Thanksgiving and I just turned 23. My name's Wade and I was feeling pretty good, fresh out of college, starting my new job. But my Aunt Diane had been simmering all night, lobbing these passive-aggressive comments. First about my fancy degree, then about how some people have it easy. I tried to ignore her, but she cornered me in the kitchen while I was refilling the water pitcher. You know, you really should be more grateful, she said, blocking my path, her voice dripping. Your college fund, your car, that apartment you're so proud of? That didn't come from your parents, sweetie? I stared at her, genuinely confused. What are you talking about? My parents had busted their butts. Dad was a mechanic for 30 years. Mom picked up extra nursing shifts. Diane leaned in with a smug smile. You're too young to understand how family money really works. Your grandfather gave your parents everything. The down payment on their house, your tuition, that car you drive. Without him, you'd have nothing. Something felt off. My parents were fiercely independent. I remember Dad getting insulted when Grandpa offered to pay for textbooks once. Back in the dining room, I just blurted it out. Aunt Diane just told me something interesting about my college fund. The table went dead silent. My dad's face went white. Mom froze, mashed potatoes halfway to her plate. Grandpa, who'd been quiet all evening, slowly set down his fork. His voice was calm, but it had this sharp edge I'd never heard. What exactly did you tell her, Diane? Her confident smile faltered. Oh, just that you've helped the family financially over the years. It's not a secret. Help them how? Grandpa asked, his gaze unwavering. She stammered about the house and her education and everything. Grandpa turned to my dad. Son, in the 35 years you've been married to my daughter, did I ever give you money for anything? Dad shook his head. Never asked, never received. You taught me to stand on my own 2 feet. Grandpa looked back at Diane. So, where exactly did this family money you mentioned come from? Diane's face went from confident to crimson in about 3 seconds. She muttered something about misunderstanding. Stand up, Grandpa said quietly. His voice didn't rise, but everyone at that table froze. If you're going to make claims about my money and how I spend it, let's discuss it properly in front of the whole family. Diane slowly rose, looking for support. Nobody met her eyes. How much did I give your brother for his house? 0, Dad said. How much did I give for this one's college? Grandpa pointed at me. 0. Then my uncle, Diane's husband, pulled out his phone. His hands were shaking. I need to show you something. He passed it to Grandpa. Bank statements. Loan documents. Credit card bills. Diane had been taking out loans in Grandpa's name for 5 years. Forged his signature, used his social security number, racking up $180,000 in debt, claiming it was for family investments and helping the grandkids. My uncle had found the documents while searching for tax papers, quietly gathering evidence. Grandpa stared at the statements, then at Diane. You used my name, my credit, and you made this child think her parents didn't sacrifice for her. She started crying, rambling about bad investments. Dad cut her off. The boat, the renovation, all on Grandpa's stolen credit. Grandpa called the police. 23 minutes later, Diane was in handcuffs, begging for forgiveness. Grandpa looked at me. Your parents worked doubles to afford your education. Don't let anyone diminish that. The truth wasn't easy, but it set us free. Have you ever had a family secret exposed in a dramatic way? Tell me your story in the comments below.